He looked at her dead in her eyes and pushed her.
Cat's out of the bag.
Say my name.
Breaking Banquet.
You're goddamn right.
Wings got mad because they were driving through Atlanta.
Okay.
He's afraid he's gonna get shot because she beeped the horn. So he snatched his wife's arm and slapped that so hard for beeping him, right?
Yeah, so
Wait, he slapped what?
Her arm.
he grabbed her arm.
Well, let me lay the context. I didn't know we were going to talk about this today, but I guess the cat's out of the bag.
Yeah.
There's a video, Xylee, that we just watched an hour ago. Twiggy was riding with Jordy and Kelly,
Okay.
and at some point, can I borrow your arm for a second?
Yeah.
At some point, she was driving the car, and Wings did this to her. Okay. Now, don't get upset.
Yeah, I'm not gonna get upset with you.
It was harder than that. But that big
Harder
You can
than
hear
that.
it. You can
But
hear
you
it.
can hear it. And he's like, "Stop!"
Yep.
Right? And that alone is not great.
Wait, was this her driving arm?
This is
Yeah.
her driving. Yeah, she's
The
honking the
right
horn. He grabs her arm, yanks it loud enough, and I don't know what to make of that video.
So a pussy-potty woman beater scared he's gonna get shot in Atlanta for her beeping the horn. So he slapped the shit out of his wife. Make it make sense, motherfuckers.
Yeah.
How about that?
Is this
I
house
need
very
it.
from
I
here?
need to see this.
No,
right
driving
now.
here.
Driving
here.
I-
What the
Yeah.
hell?
Yeah, it's bad.
I don't know. This is breaking. This is
Yeah.
brand. I guess the big question right now is what happened yesterday, an isolated incident, or is it a pattern? And even as an isolated incident, it's bad.
Well, it's not isolated because you have almost.
But even as an isolated incident, one of that would be a very, very bad thing. Within a week, Twiggy films this video and he deleted it for the record. And because he mentioned that it existed, we got him to reestablish it on his camera, like get it back off, because you can do that when
You
it's
can
on
recover
camera.
it.
You can recover it. And he did that for us, and we have now all seen it. And I guess the rest of you, that establishes a bit of a pattern.
Mental abuse is just as bad. You can't isolate it. If he did it in front of all these people, he's doing it at home in private. And you know what? He says if there's no mark, it's not abuse.
I gotta walk away for a second.
Yeah, I
Okay.
understand.
I'll be back.
I'm sorry, by the way, if that was triggering at all.
I'll be
apologize.
back.
This is a very sensitive topic for pretty much everybody that's in this room, I think. And even if you have not dealt with domestic abuse in your own life, you certainly know someone has. You know the impact that it has on them. Tina, you've seen this video this morning. I want your opinion on it. Out of all the people that should have an opinion on it, I think you're at the top of the list. You're very open about what you've experienced.
It's abuse.
You think that was abuse?
Yeah, he controls her, he abuses her. Period.
Yeah.
And then all of a sudden she starts, no, don't call me a victim. Okay, why not? That's what you are.
Well,
She's
Kelly,
making excuses. Oh, he don't mean to slap me, or I tripped over this. It's probably worse undercover. Y'all don't see it all. I'm guaranteeing it's probably worse at home.
I mean, Kelly stands by her man. There's no arguing that. And like,
A lot of abusive people do until they die.
That's how it's gonna be.
Till they die.
Well, I've seen
Yeah.
a whole lot of emotional abuse.
I mean, there is.
Emotionally.
Yeah, he abused her mentally. He won't kiss her in public. Tell her to get off of him. He doesn't address her as his wife. I mean, he treats her like pretty much garbage.
So is it wise to send Kelly home with Wings?
I mean,
We can't stop her.
Right,
This was also before we
didn't know
knew.
that.
right. That's number one.
Yeah.
Before we knew,
Before
and
we
number
knew.
two, we can't stop her. We can't chain her to the radiator like she's her own woman. It's her own choice, right? We have made sure she does have a network of support back home. She's got family she can turn to. She's got.
Proper calls have been made.
This is a serious matter, guys. Boogie is a liar.
That's right.
Boogie lied about cancer and lied about SA happening to him.
I don't know about that.
Boogie, do everyone a favor and shut up right now. This topic is way too serious
Well-
for you to be leading this convo. She probably had to say she tripped because she was scared for her life when the cameras were not on.
That's an opinion that a lot of people share. But what I was going to say is there's an old saying in a lot of these women's shelters, I've heard it before, if your man's hitting you, if he's hit you once, he'll hit you again, and it only ends in one of two ways. When you leave or he kills you. Those are the two options, right? He's hit you once, he'll hit you again. And that sucks. And that sucks because that is the pattern. I can't say for a fact that Jordy will ever hit anybody ever again or anything like that. But that's the pattern that has been established.
Absolutely not, because guess what? You're personal friends with him. And how does this make you feel knowing this now?
Terrible. Terrible.
Have you seen any of that? How long have you known him?
I've known him for about 2 years, but mostly a working relationship. I've only been in the same room with him.
I hate my life. Why is this annoying or Boogie talking? Tina body slammed this nerd already.
And I've already spoken it on the show, so I don't feel like I'm betraying any trust. But honestly, at this point, I don't really care about betraying trust. I think it's okay to put it all out there.
Right.
And I'm sorry, Jordy, if that's upsetting to you, but the reality of it is we put it all out there. That's what this show is. It's what we do. Everything I've ever said and done is out there. Savage 2, Tina 2, Mike 2. This is what we do. But we drove to Niagara Falls, or we drove to Buffalo. Desi's like, we're close to Niagara Falls. Can we go? Yeah, absolutely. We went, and I could barely walk at the time. I'm on my walker, right? Doesn't matter. I make it work, right? Kelly and Jordy come in the next day, and Kelly's like, I really want to go to Niagara Falls myself. With Jordy, let's go together. And he's like, no, I don't give a fuck about that. It's rocks and water. Who gives a shit? And she's like, yeah, but it's important to me. He's like, I don't give a fuck if it's important to you.
Yep.
He's like, I'm gonna go back to sleep. My legs are sore from the airport. And so I encouraged Jordy, go make it work. No, I ain't doing that. He ended up staying in the room, napping, screaming to his
K Rampage 36. Boogie is the worst character in the LCU. He saw Wings getting all the attention and got jealous, so he had a fake crash out last night. Sociopathic liar. He needs at least 3 punishments.
I mean, my face would say it's not fake, but...
Guys, slow the video down to frame by frame. Kelly did not trip. Wings pushed her.
Yeah,
you
we
can see
know.
it clear as day.
We know.
Ken, why did you
We
punch
know.
Wings out for that? You just stood there till Kelly cried for you.
To finish the story, she bawled her eyes out, and he just wouldn't budge.
I saw a red flag when he didn't give a damn about her birthday. That was a total red flag for me. You do not treat your wife like that.
I agree.
Being together that long, and you just say your birthday don't matter?
Right?
Been together that long. How long do you think you've been together, bro?
Why, haven't you been together a long time?
5, 6 years, maybe.
You have a seal.
Yeah, but they live a separate life as a married couple, though.
So initially we were talking about suspending Jordy for like 90 days with a potential path to come back. We're at a point now where I don't know if there is a path back. So as of right now, he's fired off the Lolcow Live.
Boogie and Tina, please educate us viewers how and where to report Jordy Jordan to the nearest Conway, South Carolina Domestic Violence Abuse Authorities. Or is this the jurisdiction of Texas Police Report?
There's no one here that messes around with that, men laying hands on females. It's just the Twiggy clip, it's nothing major. He didn't give Kelly a black eye, but it's still clearly he hit her, he like hit her arm and grabbed it like that, enough where she's rubbing it because it hurts. And it's like, we did talk to Kelly, and she was like, the only 2 times he ever laid a hand on me is that, and then the table incident. And we're
That's a lie.
We're like, come on, bro.
There's no way that's the only 2 times. That's the only 2 times that somebody else seen it. That's not the only 2 times.
No.
You don't know what's happening behind closed doors.
So it just what is what it is. He's off Lolcow Live. It's just, come on. We have to do live events,
Yeah.
I don't think anyone would feel comfortable with having Wings at a live event ever again. If he was somehow still with the company and with the podcast, we wouldn't want him at a live event. I wouldn't want him at a live event.
Kelly is, listen, she's at the time right now, and she's gonna do he didn't do it, it's my fault.
Wings said himself he would never hurt a fly.
Yep.
So clearly he paid for a body double.
Jesus.
Actually, he told us yesterday morning, remember this, Roxy. He said, violence is not the answer. You get more bees with honey. I'll make the call. I don't give a fuck. I'm from South Carolina.
Wings and Kelly both deserve their situation to be evaluated free of assumption or bias. Straight down the middle, come what may.
That's fair.
It is possible that, those are the only 2 times that, you know, Wings laid his hands on his wife. Sure.
Stop.
I mean, it could be. I don't know.
First time he had the balls to do it in front of people, probably, yes.
I meet Jordy and Kelly IRL couple times. They were both nice to me, but wow, horrifying to see. I'm forever gutted. Boogie never laid a hand on his ex-wife.
Can
You're
you,
100% right, Tina. There is no comparison to Jordy abusing his wife. I just got out of a bad DV situation ton. The person on getting NG abused Downey leave whilst they choose life over DATH. Kelly, please stay safe and get out of that life.
you know, me and Boogie came up with a pretty good plan to help Jordy. Jordy asked us for help and we agreed we would help him.
Yeah.
So we were in the process of like, okay, let's get him into counseling. Let's do stuff with him and Kelly so we can kind of like, you know, end this abuse stuff. I mean, everyone has seen the verbal abuse, like how he talks to her, how he treats her, not wanting to celebrate her birthday, like just like, it's some pretty gross stuff outside of anything physical, which I feel like we've made some progress in improving some of that. But bro, like, we're not there. We're not living in his home, you know, I don't know.
Now he's saying there's no abuse, so it goes both ways now.
Recorded. Then you confirmed it happens in person. Now this. Abuse of any kind often goes on for years with no one knowing.
Yeah.
Only one time did someone see my abuser abuse me. Wings strikes me as a very sensitive guy who can't control his emotions if he feels disrespected or gets his feelings hurt.
Yeah.
And he doesn't want to work on that. People wear masks and you never know what happens behind closed doors. Kelly loves Jordy but doesn't want him to hurt her and doesn't know how to fix him, and he felt comfortable doing it thinking no one would stop him. Wings was one of my favorite people on the show. But after what he did, I can't support him. Wings is built like a 1x1 Lego brick LMAO. People don't often express their own character traits, and when they do it's because they're trying to convince themselves. Boogie does it with being honest, and I guess now we know Wings does it with not being abusive. We've all seen Wings be disrespectful to Kelly for a long time. It bothers all of us.
Yes.
We all tell him to treat his wife better. Kelly doesn't deserve it. She does everything for him.
Everybody
He's
plug your
sorry now
ears.
because
Plug
there's
your ears.
consequences. Adolf Hitler super chatted $20. Even I wouldn't abuse anybody. I am so incredibly disappointed in Wings.
Yeah, me too.
He had Kelly on her back and didn't finish the job.
Whoa! And just to be clear, Jordy did that to Kelly when he knew Twiggy was recording.
Filming. Yeah,
He knew he was
filming.
recording and he still did that. So it's like,
My abuser would be different in front of other people.
Yes.
But behind closed doors, he would use his life as a weapon against me.
Yep.
Because I love him. I hope Kelly and Wings get the help they need. There's absolutely no excuse for a man to lay hands on a woman.
This is basically what I want to say, is that if me and Keem are in a position where we can encourage Jordy and Kelly to be in a better position and be better people, that's what we want.
He looked at her dead in her eyes and pushed her.
That's what we're saying.
He looked at her dead in her fucking eyes and pushed her.
Wings damn near Bautista bombed her through the table. Either fire him or it means nothing.
he is fired.
He is fired.
He is fired.
Yes.
All right, guys, I'm gonna need everyone to be quiet.
Yeah.
Do not make a sound because you get picked up on the mic. Grim, go ahead and play it.
Alright, you want me to pause donos as well?
Of course, yeah. Pause donos and play it.
Gotcha.
Happening, right? When you start seeing it go up, now you know.
We made it so far.
Stop! Stop!
Yep, there you go.
Oh my god. You're not allowed to blow your horn unless it's an emergency.
It is an emergency, absolutely is.
Alright, cut this part out. Get out. Get out.
You don't think that was a jackass move?
Know what you did with Jack.
No.
Played it.
I gotta leave, man.
Yeah.
I gotta leave, man. I gotta go. Go, man. Come on, let's go. Cause I mean,
Be careful, Tina.
I live in South Carolina. I don't mind stopping by a fucking house and fucking blasting a bitch in the fucking face. I'm fucking retarded, man.
Yeah.
Fucking bitch ass nigga.